What's up, guys? Welcome to my movie review, and today we're reviewing the 2018 film The Hurricane Heist. This movie throws together a classic action heist with the chaos of a Category 5 hurricane. Expect high-octane thrills, but maybe not a whole lot of scientific accuracy. In this video, we'll break down what the movie gets right and what the movie gets wrong about hurricanes, and give you my take on whether it's worth watching or not. The movie starts out with a clip of a nasty hurricane in Alabama in 1992. Two boys are in the truck with their dad, driving away from a hurricane. They get stuck on a rock. The dad sends the kids into a random house to stay safe while he gets the car unstuck. And as soon as he thinks the car is unstuck, he gets out and tries to tell his boys to come back. And they're looking through the window and they witness their dad get crushed by a water tower, and then it just cuts off. That's the first scene, showing two boys who will eventually in the end come together again. For those who haven't seen the movie, Hurricane Heist centers on a group of thieves attempting a heist during a major Category 5 hurricane. And then we have a storm chaser, Will Rutledge, and a government agent, Casey Corbin, to try and stop them. It's a race against time, with the hurricane itself acting as a major character, creating obstacles and amplifying the danger. But at the same time, it definitely feels like the hurricane is more of a background in this film. The hurricane has its moments, but for the most part, it wasn't talked about. You just saw the damage it did. Let's start with what the movie gets right. They do capture the sheer power of these storms. At the beginning of the film, they pan into a high-tech National Weather Service building. There are meteorologists everywhere stating that this hurricane is getting bigger, saying things like hurricane force winds diameter is 500 miles, surface readings are warm, gulfs are at 91 degrees Fahrenheit, 200 miles out, the NHC has 98 degree Fahrenheit coastal buoys. All of these things are being said. Now, these may sound like smart words, but when you think about it, most of them aren't possible. Hurricanes are massive engines of destruction. The film shows the intense winds and the way they can tear apart buildings and infrastructure. This is a very real aspect of these storms. Later in the film, we see Will use car hubcaps as ninja stars as he throws them into the wind and lets the wind fly it into the enemy, which is pretty creative. The film also highlights dangers of the storm surge. Storm surge, which is the wall of water pushed ashore by the hurricane's winds, is often the deadliest part of the hurricane. The movie does show how devastating this can be, and that it's not just the wind that causes most of the damage. They also did get the evacuation process right. They had a scene of all the town policemen outside meeting and having an evacuation uh, path, and next scene is all the city just clearing out and getting away from the storm. Now, let's take a look where Hurricane Heist takes some, shall we say, liberties with science. The Hurricane Heist has plenty of outrageously bad meteorology, similar to other major weather disasters like Twister, The Day After Tomorrow, and Sharknado. As Tropical Storm Tammy, the name of the storm in the movie, is taking shape in the Gulf of Mexico, we see a satellite image of the storm which shows nothing but a thin spiral of low-level cumulus clouds which are spiraling in the wrong direction clockwise. And as the storm intensifies to a Category 1 hurricane, we are told that Tammy has a central pressure of 999 millibars and a diameter of hurricane force winds of 500 miles. A Category 1 hurricane with a central pressure of 999 millibars is a very rare occurrence, as this pressure is more typical of a weak tropical storm. Hurricane force winds over an area 500 miles across is impossible in any hurricane, much less a Category 1 storm. Massive Category 5 Hurricane Katrina, at its peak intensity, had a diameter of hurricane force winds of just 207 miles. The movie often exaggerates how quickly a hurricane can intensify. Rapid intensification does happen, but not usually in the span of a few minutes as portrayed in the film. It's a complex process involving ocean temperatures, atmospheric conditions, and other factors. The film also plays fast and loose with how predictability of a hurricane changes direction. While they can be erratic, forecasters use a lot of science to predict the path. The eye of the hurricane is often shown as this complete, calm, serene place. While it is calm, it can still be dangerous and not always a perfect circle like it is in the film. Then there's the action with the wind. The way vehicles and other objects are tossed around sometimes defies the laws of physics. Hurricane force winds are powerful, but it's not going to suck up a semi and make it explode midair. Perhaps the biggest stretch is the idea where anyone could control or manipulate a hurricane. We simply do not have the kind of technology or understanding. Behind the scene, Hurricane Heist is a pretty decent movie, but I don't know if I would watch it again. The acting was good. I mean, there was good actors in it, but nothing to really intrigue me. The special effects were honestly pretty good, except for the over exaggeration of it all. The plot did bore me. I wanted to fall asleep a lot, and the overall, just the movie was all right. I don't I don't say I would recommend it to anyone, but for me personally, I did not like it. So, should you watch Hurricane Heist? If you're looking for a fun, action-packed thrill ride with a natural disaster backdrop, you might enjoy it. Just don't expect a science lesson. It's a classic example of a disaster movie that prioritizes entertainment over accuracy.